No forest, no porridge, no ego, the T-Ghost. My aura is raw, poorer, check my notes. Vanilla ice cream, dried fruits, white cream, fine leaves, pine trees, winding streams, baked orange, tangerine, pills, hills. The land is green, my hands are clean. Honey wine, Christmas cakes, hibiscus taste. The great outdoors explore, fish and lakes. Indoor, juice is poured, biscuits baked. Forest of the happily ever after, that's the mystic place. Walking with the florist or picking dates. The holy water, then I pour it over witches on stakes. Wait. Innocent till I heard hissing snakes. The devil's at the door, desire to come in for a plate. Dessert, citrus, delicious as crisp when ate. Another devil at your window and you lifting the drapes. May I also come in? I have a jug of salted heart and pickled grapes. Oh, ye of little faith. Pull out the 4-5 nickel plate. Happy ever after. Manipulate, fine. Let's all dine. Cranberry wine. Poured out a glass in the land of the mind. Gaze across the prairie into the sands of time. The man is legendary, in his hands is the rhyme. Surrounded by chakra fairies, red, blue, and lime. Said hip-hop's not ready, the fans knew the signs. Let's drop lots of confetti. He's finally arrived, in the form of a bee from the hive. The breeze from the summer trees, the silk from the caterpillar that hung from leaves. The trunk tilt, the house built into the forest
of the happily ever after. Come tourists, a life full of love, sparkling blue lanes, the key to life, celebration, careful movement.
Lady with a dust broom, almost dusk soon. In a lawn there, a pond grows magic mushrooms. Where the ducks cool, it's a magic luck pool. In the late afternoon, look up, there's the moon. In full bloom, the flowers giggled. The purple round head of the thistles. From the stem, they sung and whistled. Terpenes were crystal, very beneficial, but very little. Varies on these berries like cherries in the middle. What these spores are adolescents, called psilocybe azarescens. Cause the village tribe manifested. Quite angelic, psychedelics, white and velvet, the head red like a biker's helmet. If you bite, you're helpless, and flight the realms quick. Oh, mycelium, it's like lithium. Then the black cats start licking them. Wizards and witches pick the stems. They use us for magic and practice hallucinogens if you take us in. There's a gnome in the cove. Quick, come in from the cold. Have a talk with the Navajo beneath the UFO. Come with me, grab his arrow and bow. We're going hunting down a dark, narrow road. A patch of spinous cactus was laughing. Psychoactive aphids on the peyote. We hunting rabbits and coyotes. On the whole leaf was trichomes. There's 5 tones: purple, yellow, green, blue, red. Wild grown, boy I'm stone. Reindeers and beavers, bird feeders, herbs keepers in the area. Amanita muscaria. The mushrooms are called the chariot. Weed buds called the indicas. Sativas with catechins. Breathe nature, read Vedas. Beneath the tree, covered with cicadas. And the mushroom says, hello neighbor, said Jim Morrison from the Doors. Picked up polyporous, welcome to our forest. See the eye of Horus while I'm talking. The vibe of orchids, then transported. Distill our waters, all unsalted. Dew before the sunrise, we are the fungi. Summer couples, touch bloom. Summer truffles, mushrooms. And edible flowers, medicinal. Stem is like a stick of glue, like a boo. Drips or do the tricks on you, sip our brew. Mystical, beneath the cap, they have gills. No, they're not fish, but weigh them on scales. Make the best meals. Recipes, destiny. Since BC, they were the gift from Demeter to Persephone. Long black eyes, on both sides counting in the 5. In a tree above the ancient tribes with hives lived sisters that were all small in size. In the morning they would all rise and buzz above the buds, waiting for the opening of their love. Amongst the bushes and the tree shrubs. In Mexico, the old Mex would wait for them because they pollinate their cactus for the tequila. They were simply known as the healers. These small beings were winged and they had stingers to sting to protect the queen. They were responsible for peaches, oranges, and apples and nectarines. The color of their bodies were yellow and black. The rest were rings, the insect for kings. On a full moon on the right night when it's totally dark, the queen of the bees come out and talk with the wasp. We have all our ancient ancestors encased in amber. Great bees from the past that protect us from the bear and the badgers. They are the masters of the pastures. The wasp spoke off top. I scavenge from the bottom during autumn. While y'all fly above the garden looking for pollen, I see a problem, cause I search amongst the doom beneath the moon. While y'all eat that which bloom and blossom. Quiet, the possum. They tell me you have magic royal jelly. Y'all really came up since y'all evolved from us. And y'all from the ants before y'all were ever was. The universe buzzed. We all can agree that the breed gave rise to the plants, and plants gave rise to the canopy, such as the banana tree, then different strands of weed. We are the bees. Since the larvae we were godly. Our colonies are responsible for spinach and collard greens. Y'all are solitary, the ants have an army. We have workers and servers and drones inside our comb, high above the Tassili stones and the pygmy homes, before people unknown, places where gypsies roam, encased inside a hexagon-shaped cone. The sweetest taste that man can't duplicate, it can't be recreated or grown. Before the flood separated countries, before Egypt had mummies, the bees made honey. Two beautiful birds on a pole high above the curb observed till one opened his beak and spoke words. He said, spring is here, summer is near. The other bird said, the leaves are growing, the flowers are showing, I'm aware. That's when a squirrel came down, looked around, and looked up and said, what are you guys talking about up there? One of the birds said, top of the morning. The other bird ignored him and started talking about how human technology polluted the air. He said, it's just not fair. How they use the machines to cut down trees, and they know that we live there. It's words that sound like chirps echoed. The other bird said, breathe in deep, now let go. You smell that moist meadow? The peppers and the sweet corn, the top of carrots, that's when the parrot came down and said, hello. His head was green and his body was yellow. They both stunned, they asked, where did you come from? He said, my owner's cage from out of his window. In the building across the park on the other side of the railroad. Then the bird revealed, I think I've been on the sill. You've been in the cage with that funny looking dog with the red nose. Yes, the owners call him Joe. Well, I think I ought to go. Oh, just so you know, be careful. Last week they just found a couple of dead crows. Okay, so long. Then one of the birds looked down. Look, there go that lady again by herself pushing a baby carriage. Last week I saw her fighting that guy. Guess she couldn't save her marriage. And there goes that man alone again, sitting on the bench throwing bird seeds. I see him every day. I wonder where he stayed. Look, here comes the bees. So much joy in the world. Look, there's that boy and that girl, they holding hands. And there's the kids with the bucket and the plastic shovel molding sand. Woe unto man. Do you think they will ever understand? I don't know. He wants to be royal, searching for oil, drilling big holes in the land, disturbing the plates, causing the earth to quake. Wait, there goes that nice couple with a bunch of kids loading a family van. The dad has beer and a fishing rod. Do you think it's the season for cod? I don't know, he might be going for trout or big mouth bass. Watching it rock, both the birds flock. The kids laugh as it was thrown. The birds said, how ironic. Just think of the logic. They try to kill us both with one stone. silhouette of twisted trees keep silent watch. Pheromones assist the bees through the island's park. Right off the keys, nature balanced the sharks. The end of day, the sun fades, now it's dark. Ghostly shapes approach the lakes. Bears, mooses, and mostly snakes. In the wilderness, forests are open space. Might see the coyotes give the goats a chase. Vineyards and landscapes. Beaver spit logs, dams create water breaks. The beautiful sun, the order of rays. Upland heaths, ocean reefs, open beach. Mountain peaks, a falcon screech. Above grasslands, rocks and crystals surround the creeks. And the ponds that grow thick layers of peat. And moss in the marsh. A puma was sound asleep, now he creeps. Predators all compete. The prey got away cause his hole was deep. The buffalo and sheep, but the wolves are low and they sneak. Navajo put the arrow in the bow for meat. You're on the premises of the wilderness. The spider makes us wire, the architect of brilliantness. Only nature the best at skills with this. How many hills exist? How many mountains to your pyramids? I know it's magical. The holly tree made of Hollywood. The magic stick, tap the hat grabbed and the rabbit lift. Alice, the Wonderland has a glitch. In the forest of the happy ever after. Nature.
In the forest of the happy ever after. Nature.
In the forest below the orbits, the enchanted land and sources. In the land of the Moorish, planted by the florists that put Atlantis under waters. Before the woolly mammoth started walking amongst the first transit were the horses. The flood was high, above was the sky, and on the flower was a clouded butterfly. The rain showers washed the mud out his eye. He flaps his golden yellow wings amongst the meadow of rose petals in spring. The sun is hot, it heats up the streams. Dad let off its waters in the seas. As they break from the holy night, thick fog appears ghostly white, leaving a dew on the frontiers like chandeliers. Shimmer when it's bright, the forecast change of contrast, dimmer the light. The winter is ice, the microphone's a tracking device, a tuning fork for me to find the room in your thoughts. Beneath the white moon is frost, it comes down soft, I am source.
Forest of the happy ever after. Nature. In the forest of the happy ever after. Nature.
Had a date with summer, she said Leos have egos, but make great lovers, that's all that she knows. Ocean, white seagulls, sky turns purple, Virgo. On the sand with Merlot, her clothes off, her skin so soft, it turned cold, wind from the north. Beneath the purple spinning sky, let me tell you about my twin, Jim and I. We were wet from the waves till our linen dried. Then the sun started to fade, then in tides. It's all love, but I hate when women lie. She said she was just my summer fling. Wait till spring, she'll come again. She kissed me gently, I rubbed the winter hair. White as snow, we said cheers to our New Year's. Right in flows, the night is cold. Come here, put this jacket on. My dear, took some tongue cat, Ollie, and horny goat, Capricorn. It's getting late after dawn, let's make some passion porn. She said, wait, let me score them till the autumn. It's like a lake when we falling. Brown, orange, sound of birds calling. Don't beat around the bush, get to the point. Taurus, or our envy poison. Left us a corpse in the cold. Scorpio, coffee in the loft with some weed roll. A kilo, fish scales, Pisces. Summer of love, sheer bliss. Reminisce, kiss and tell. Ocean, boat sails, big whales. Times I miss, she said, this is the season, let's take a picture. Aquarius, pouring out a heart. Take a chariot like a cherry pick. Seasons, morning till it's dark, like Sophia the Caesar. She said I should never leave her. Thoughts are laying on her heavy. Libra, you be my angel, I'll be your leader. She looked back at me, don't be a jackass, Sag. Good thinking why you always stay mad. That's why we always bump heads. Aries, I used to drill it like a ram. Relationship got cancer. Sideways, held on things like a crab, especially our past. But seasons are our destinies last. Forever November 22, a stick of gum, pennies and glue. Loafers on sofas with you. Mocha, posters of us too. Seasons. Summer, winter, spring, fall. Seasons. all seasons. I love the seasons. The seasons while we're here. The seasons while we're here. The seasons. Seasons. Yeah. Silent. Rain and thunder, the pain I'm under. Paranoid, I keep seeing the same numbers. Even on the train that's coming. Lights in the tunnel. I'm standing at the terminal of eternal jewels.
God is love. It's either that you just did. The same thing that created the tree created me. The same elements that created water created you. Same element that creates the wind and the rain created woman. God is everyone and everywhere.
I said it before, I'm a melody, a metaphor. I'm the L-O-V-E, comma, MC, comma, mentor, comma, Assalamu alaikum, breaking, Satan, embracing the day sun with night arms, quite calm. You see peace as we sleep, as you stare in the spheres, you hear light bombs, distorted noise, distant thunder, a sense of joy and mystic wonders. Spring is escorted into fall's courthouses in the winter season to visit summers.
The moon and the stars, the fields full of grain, the soft summer breezes and the mountain rains, it all belongs to my Father. Abba now is Shabbat Shemayim, Orion, Holy Mount Zion, snowy owls flying. I watched them closely, then slowly they morphed into Kobe Bryant. Talking, what is he saying? Then behind them I saw thousands of musicians playing instruments, intimate, actors and entertainment giants, masters of science. Get a path with their guidance. I'm in the craft when I'm writing. I am brass, I am diamonds. I wear a mask to keep them shining. I believe in man. I believe in woman. I believe that we can change anything that's wrong. I believe that God gave every man and every woman the power to change, to cause effect, to treat people decently. We have the power to feed the hungry children or not to feed. We have the power to give and administer justice or non-justice. We have the power for everything.
I dissolve the Old and New Testament like it's a peppermint. These gospels open up my nostrils. The treatment's like a medicine. It secretes within my tonsils. Then I speak counsels to my apostles. Like it's heaven sent, like Jesus in the Nephilims. I'm in past and present tense. To unmask the devil Schmidt, to the upper class of presidents. Whether testosterone or estrogen.
Wait a minute, the colossal bones left evidence. Paintings of these ancient astronauts on these stones are copper tone. Solo, let's make an instrument. Chisel, now place the rocks on his phone. Then put it in this box that's unknown. The sun is hot, ozone, layer, prayer, watch. Time stops the invention of hip-hop. This is a microphone. The scenery is like a twilight zone. That's how I write poems. As I hone in my third eye combs. Then combs through ancient black civilizations and highlight thrones. Blood type Israelite to the real Christ is shown.
Do you believe in God?
That is God to me. God is trees, air, women, men, children. We are made in His image. So my philosophy is, if we're in His image, we must really be close to Him. So man and woman must be a part of Him. That is God.
outside near a pond where the grass is high, passing by where the dragonflies. Their bodies like liquid metal, their wings like stained glass. One landed on an 8-leaf petal to sip some rain from grass. Old as an ancient past, old as the bees in the meadow. For centuries on the reeds where they settle. Their history is like tea in the kettle, submerged till above with the birds. Aquatic like mud in the herbs. Exotic, some genius have furs. Melodic, European ones surge. Over 300 million years is still here. They look unreal, above rare. They flying scales none compare. I saw one fly then stood completely still in mid-air. The dragonfly. Springtime, they're always near. A pond or a lake, that's where they're gonna find a mate. Below, fishes spawn for their bait. Dragonfly nest almost got ate. But just wait, the hunter become the hunter. It might last the entire summer. Dragonfly larvae in his hunger, the most vicious predator in the reservoir. Life aquatic, let's explore. Microscopic on bed and floors. They were here before the dinosaurs and the great China walls. The first ape and the lion roars. Dragonfly took shape before the snake was worshipped on the Mayan shores. Dragonfly before diamonds was forged from Africa and science was law. The Odonata in for order. And the Sapura before man was dying from swords or triumph in war. The dragon was sore, face like a hammerhead shark, encased in the amber red art from the sap of a bark. Who said that the plants and the trees wouldn't help man with modern day charts? For the dragonfly. Dragonfly, 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 dragonfly. Shit, 500 million. Dragonfly, dragonfly. 1 billion. Dragonfly, 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 dragonfly. Beast. Everything's fast. Bank account.
It's called Namakwaland, after the Nama people, the Bushmen of long ago. And it's a part of our planet unlike any place else. Heat blasted, frostbitten, and windblown. But the Nama knew this land had a secret, the tenacity of the life that hides between its stones. They knew that the land could awaken and blossom into a paradise of flowers.
Cotton grass, willow buds, little buds, midsummer clouds billow above, white doves over ponds below, minnows grub, fish spawns, water lilies, slimy slugs, timely bees buzz, the season of love, sunbirds.
And perhaps the Bushmen knew that the glory of the spectacle in some years outshines all others.
One word, undisturbed through the grasslands, superb through the suburbs. Water dew condenses, then trickle down into the roots. Moles make the soil more loose. They dig holes and coils and loops. At night the owl hoots, while the flowers talk in groups. Pollen from flowers in Shaolin, or remote islands, or coming from the smoke from mountains. Yesterday I spoke to the falcon. He had a rabbit in his talons. I said, why so much violence? The falcon said, silence, for nature itself must have balance. True, but we get our sustenance from the sun. My petals are succulent. I sit amongst rocks where rivers run. Daisy, Chinese rose, orchid, parrot flowers getting cold. Billion and billion of years old. Water makes us grow. We are patches, we are rows. Divine order, the lifeline to the vine of the orchid. Today I'm a flower, tomorrow I'm a forest. Our big brothers make Guatemala chocolate. The falcon turned to me and said, I am Horus. And we said, peace be unto you, for we are the lotus. As the praying mantis emerged from out of his petal, hocus pocus, stay focused. I was waiting for grasshopper or locust. We are life and death. Flower.
This is not snow, but sharp quartz pebbles in the Knersflakta region. The word means gnashing of teeth, and perhaps was inspired by the grinding of the early trekkers' ox wagon wheels as they crossed this desolation back in the 1600s.
The best time to see owls is at dusk. The best time to see owls is at dusk. Right when the sun's going down.
I see squirrels and little mice running around on the ground. A small little light because it's dark now. Oh shoot, stay quiet. I heard a hoot, could be a barn owl. It's gonna be a full moon out. Took my car, headed south, highway to the forest route. Cause today I wanna see an owl. Today I would like to see the owls. Past the bay and the bayous, hiking my way up the trails. I noticed some mushrooms, the turkey tail, maybe some limeanes, some reishi next to a teepee. I'm gonna source the Anemita mascara and weigh them on the scale. Psychic powers, 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 our psychic powers of the owl next to the lake. The best time to see owls is at dusk. The best time to see owls at dusk. A Leo or Virgo, she told me she was born on the cusp. We just stayed there looking up for the owls. Ooh, ooh. For the owls. By the creek, the dusty forest, the lake, even the orbits and the waters. It's near dusk. Look up. There it is. Horned or barn owl. Thank you. I've seen the owl. I finally have seen the owl. Beautiful. Priest. Looking up, the owl. Look up, the owl.
Summer, fall, winter change into spring. Warm winds came, young and small. Grass is tall, to grains with the membrane, to the big bang. Hurricanes, staring waves, to thick rain. Storms to someone lit flames. Plants off a cliff hang in caves. Graves are hieroglyphs, cuneiforms. Engraved, the day is dawn, the age is bronze. Whether made from an egg or clay, we're still born. With head, arms, and legs from neutrons, electrons, protons. Till our ghost's gone, and life goes on and so on and so on. The light shows in the cosmos, the water and ice on our globe, the stars glow. There's pockets of dark holes. We take rockets, there are no cargo. We're just God souls, eating mushrooms near much lagoons in African huts, Cameroon. Dust from sand dunes, light your candle beneath the tan moon. Eat with hands or spoon, walk with Campbells, walk in sandals. Take a swim for your health, to find kelp, you find self. Matter of fact, while you in that habitat, find some bladder rat. It helps clean out your blood and clears up cataracts. After you adapt, find sea moss and the right tree barks to make tea broth. Take the leaves off, just leave the root, and squeeze to make beet juice. We have teeth to eat fruit, lips to sip soup. Those from the Neanderthal groups kill meat to produce chicken and goat stew. Now smile with gold tooth. Then sell to us what we call soul food. Now we take old loot from old school music moguls like slow grooves, then speed it up or slow it down through Pro Tools. This is Gorilla Quartz, Jaguar Jasper, and Opal. If you don't want estrogen, stop eating tofu. I'm all testosterone with a melodic throne. I'm taking a rocket home beneath the scarlet sky, above a gothic dome. Empty roads, mountains high, where darkness combs. Stands the man rapping, his eyes sparking, holding a black microphone, reciting vibrant poems from the lights unknown. What my writing's shown, the psychic's been known. I am the gnome. In Indonesia, abandoned arena, carvings of canvas and Shiva, where merchants and sellers and tiger keepers. Their stripes were black as night, laid over orange coats. They lay dormant for goats. Ambush when they strike, caught a ram by the brook, then they bite. Took his life, windpipe, tiger stripes, eyesight in the twilight. Okay, they love to swim. Felines, they're bigger than all of them. Their design is beauty on all their skin. I dreamed of a Bengal in karate gi, with slippers like Bruce Lee. They move loosely through safari trees. Priest, the MC, and the greatest writer meets the greatest fighter. The tiger, eyes like fire, his mouth goes wider, covered in the sun's attire. None is wiser, savage becomes desire. The tiger, the symbol for bombs and Viagra. Their claws long when they bite you. During storms, the strong survivor. Beaten with many stripes, the archetypes. Many emperors paid the top price to capture and cage their beauty. Stars bright above, mother and a cub, symbol of strength and love. The buffalo, they're drenched with their blood. They're creeping across the lake. This is more than frosted flakes, unstoppable, the force they embrace. Thai, Indian, Siberian, respected of tribes, they've been here millenniums. Arenas of Olympians. Let's ask the dojos, instructors and grandmasters, and wait for their answers about the tiger. They forgot to turn on the electric fence. This makes no sense. I'll grab the hen, you take they chicks. Let's split. There's 4x6, Beretta's on top of the roof. He said, Silver, there's more in the coop, but he said, let's leave all as a group. Just then, all the lights came on. The barn door opened up. They heard the hounds and the foxes were gone. They hit the holes that they dug. Chicken still in their mouth. Popped out and then rolled over in mud. Zigzag through the grass real fast. The fox that was last passed. The alpha fox in the flash. Head towards the night forest and splash through the puddles. Keep up the hustle, they use every muscle. Trees they're gonna cut through, across the wheat perry. The night is airy, but to eat and feed is necessary. Over the branch, through the fog, over that log. Keep running till we hear no dogs. Word up, says the frog. Where y'all headed? Says the hog. Far behind, the farmer's in pursuit. He had a stovepipe hat and size 10 in boots. He said, God nabbit, foxes that got in my coop. Those nincompoops. Then he told his men to shoot. There was an old dying tree, the fox hopped into his roots. Fox chase! Fox, fox, fox chase, fox, fox, get him, So catch us if you can. It's that small country life. We eating hundreds of mice. We got your chicken, it's our run for the night. Big ears, bushy tail, the woodsy trail. The fox is split up by the lake and the quail. Hid under the reeds by the fly cocoon. Saw the native canoe, water snakes and raccoons. Who was on their hills, Davy Crocker and Daniel Boone. Something about the foxes gave them the willies. Hillbillies didn't do diddly diddly. Bootlegging and moonshine. But the foxes got away, they won this time. Foxes! Give 'em. Fox chase. Fox chase. Saloon shows, tombstones, hot summer, full moon glows. Guido the dang fool. You boys in the cahoots cooking stew. This night the fox gonna be out. Hand me my shooting iron. Go out back and lock up the coop. Shoot. I'm sorry, Pa, I misremembered. I was reading the book on Billy the Kid's Adventures. Go out back and set up them traps. Foxes. But the foxes were way ahead of them watching. The silver fox said, all right, leash, this is it. They got excited. We had hit him about 6. The fat man has his toothpick, a straw hat, the skulk pack. We foxes. Fall back, in-laws with chew sticks. Oh, we're gonna get them chickens. We're gonna get them chickens. Get them. We're gonna get them chickens. The moon was silver. They assume we the killers, tricksters. Your chicken will be delivered soon as y'all moonshine and liquor. They watch by the pine, red coats by the oak. We already in the farm with the goats. Shh, wait to clear coast. You ought to carry. All right, foxes, this is it. Black, red, silver. Get in the back, you know how we do it. I've been here all night, boss, I got it. We foxes, they draw a line, we cross it. Then we move the line, then we erase the line. Foxes, we're clever, alone or together. Feel like I'm finished, diminished, defeated, worthless. Alcohol urges. What's worse is I had no purpose till I got level-headed. The devil jetted. I'm by myself. I went esoteric. Featured guests on Beneath the Surface. Came to the studio, then left before Jizza heard it. He didn't even know I had about 2 or 3 verses. About the pilgrimage, then the prayer. I wish I would've said them. I held back. It wasn't my beat. Oh well. Maybe the verses would come back to me one day. Time would tell. Shout out to Master Killah. That's my ninja. His grandmother Stu. We both rap for Jizza. We both telepathic, but he painted graphic pictures. We both wrote 2 cassette tapes. He told me I had a rhyme called Heavy Mental. I told him I had an album called No Set Date. Ideas, man. So after a while, I changed my name to Ghostface. Back then, Shabazz name was Raekwon. Ghost's name was Priest. I remember RZA as Inspector Deck, and the Rebel INS only made beats. Yeah, I remember that. The engineer name was Capadon. How could I remember that and I wasn't even born? I came in the game later on as XXX Extension. But how's that even possible if I'm gone? Haha, I'm still here, I'm just in greater form. What if I told you how the pen and pad in my hand was an instrument and I just play jazz, I'm in a band? The life of the party, cigarette, excellent social skills, top hat and coat, I'm just a regular man. What if I told you I sliced myself in the throat and left myself dead in the sand? And that I'm not from America, but I'm from Sudan. And I'm not suicidal cause I use the Bible. Hold up, I see the world through a moth lens. Flower buds, soft stems, all film. It pause in the wind, then they pause or walk with a friend. Acorns, where the weather stay warm. Day storms, peaceful nights, beetle lights, lightning bugs, all genotypes, silver moon, gleaming bright, lullabies, butterfly, the ring of life, mushrooms, medicinal plants, cut and prune, pluck and groom. The natural aromatics is like a brush of perfume. Pollination is part of the process of populations. The Nanzantico Nation, ungodly cases, sunrod is sacred. I'm about to replay on Spaces to Place. Unbox your favorite, kids playing and watch fox chases. The tribes of Indians been knew about mycelium before the rise of millenniums. Aboriginals and Abyssinian, big slabs it was written in. My thoughts divine. I go to the pen whenever I cross the line. I do the time, I'm locked in. Behind bars, I'll give you a gem. They say my brain cells, the walls are like some sort of a jail. I'm trying to complete my sentence. Trials are being blackmailed. The courtroom is guilty.
Markabuni.
phenomena drawn on the blackboard. The Andromeda, equations of the asteroids, distance kilometers, inches how the craft voyage. How did water get here? Billions of years. It traveled from the spheres, solid but clear. Hydrogen, helium, through pockets of air with lithium, millenniums. Droplets appeared from temperature and pressure, the oxygen there.
It's the Markabooty.
Rare, it reigned for billions of years. Before light, it brung life and its brilliance here. Huge glaciers of ice, mountain sites and frontiers. The motion of oceans, peaks as the sun appears. As rivers and creeks, little critters and beasts come near. From a single proton, snow form, and one neutron, huge storm, develop close bond, the deuterium, adjust your equilibrium. You're seeing holes with the tears in them, the freezing cold over Indians, Dravidians, Nigerians, tribes of Abyssinian, Assyrians. Rain sustains through dry period. Stars collapse and fuse heavy elements in their core. Rain pours, drains in the floor. It goes around in a loop.
It's the Markabooty.
It's underground in the roots, even found in the fruits. It covers miles, it's the truth. Killah Whales, Orca, Killah Whales. Floating in the ocean around the Antarctic. Killer whales leave a trail. They come back for the minke whale carcass that was trying to make a meal out of krill. They were hunting seal but came back for the easy target. They even hunt dolphins. Speak on a higher conscious. Communicate through sound, underwater. The language they use is all sonic, vibrating, electronic. They in tune with tectonics. These underwater rockets and wet carbon. On the glaciers are the emperor penguins, which the kings and queens go for a swim. Black and white with blubber under the skin. Underneath, there's the bluefin. And killer whales, the living cells, like plankton. Tune in, young killer whales playing, cruising. The orchids are talking, move along squid, not just king of the waters. We the king of all fish, most intelligent, check the list. Excel with killer whales. Killer whales, killer whales, killer whales. Tell, hunting sea lions, defiant. Sunbeam, keep quiet, moving silence beneath the climate. It's freezing, but they pups is unaware. There's danger all around them. They got him trapped on this island. Caught a pup, threw him in the water violent. Playing tennis with him, killer whales a talent. Got him going back and forth bouncing, just teasing. They even kill sharks, then leave him. Even though in his art, they're beneath him. Very playful, like kids in the park. Or grown folks, conversation over seafood. Killer whales, orca, cold, deep water. Old historical stories, found in the myth as well. Quiet, listen to the voice of the killer whale. Killer whales, killer whales, killer whales. Tell, killer whales. Dear colony, I am gone and do not follow me. I left no pheromones. I'm on a mission of my own. Where I'm going is alone. Give the queen my regards. What I seen last week was so hard, she left my heart permanently scarred. During 007 hours during the Operation Termite Mound, I was left there bound. There was no food or larvae around. Our battalion searched the whole grounds. I was sent there with our liberators and corporals for some detainees on some classification of some other insects. Unknown, if they detest, we made arrests. That same night, the platoon had to find rest, so we slept inside of a banded trapdoor spider nest. The very next morning, who came in swarming with some trapjaws trying to fight our sect. The combat resulted in a few more deaths, but we sung our mantra. We are ants! We are ants! And the plants we must protect. During the daylight, we gorged on millions of parasites, cut in pieces so many bodies of mosquitoes larvae. We are the original army of the safari. We eat fly maggots, bed bug eggs, cockroach eggs. You should watch them, they crack like tacos on a tray. Our strong mandibles can crack bones and tear through flesh of insects and chew through tissue of any animal. We're the smallest but the strongest of the botanical. We are ants! We are ants! Stare at the word giants and you'll see our name. During our march, we carry rocks, we carry leaves, we carry grains. Our body is armor. In our sector, we forge nectar. We'll give our lives to protect our base. Even if bears want our honey, ask the wood ants, we'll spray phoric acid in your face. And it's not difficult when we get to the edge of a lake. We connect at the head, we connect at the legs. The others climb on top of us. They connect at the head, they connect at the legs. Over and over, connect at the head, connect at the legs. Patches of ants going over the waves. Now I'm at the end of my days, so I'm writing this page. As my heart beats slower and the time comes nearer, I'm also telling my story to a ladybug and a caterpillar. The ant slowly turned towards the caterpillar and started to cry and said, though I had many blessings, only one I was denied. The caterpillar asked, what was that, old ant? The ant said, before I die, I wanted to stare eye to eye and talk to a butterfly. Lonely spider in the Philippines. Watch his eggs just hatch, thousands of spiderlings. The web is a map of their memories, wintry. Beneath the web, looking for a snack is the centipede that said the orb web been above the warm bed of Hormheb, the last pharaoh. Then he saw the shadow of a sparrow, then he dashed quickly, my faded imagery. As I drift into a coma-like state, like I'm under anesthesia, I'm having a moment, a reflection on life while experiencing amnesia. As the spider silk spins, in private as the night begins, the widow spider sits in the middle of a spiral, above a cracked window out in Cairo. The web is the mind of the spider, so it sends out signals cause it's tribal. To West Africa, the tarantula, the stamina is venom killing random bugs. And rodents, it's so potent, they control the grounds in Madagascar. Threads of rain shower the grass. Above the terrain sits the queen with the red hourglass. Along the streams and the spread flowers of the past. She's the first architect, her silk created the moon. As she spun around it 10 trillion times with her spinnerets. Then she harpooned to Neptune, forming a bridge, then released loose thread, forming a Y shape to make the stars connect. Her celestial cycles resonate synchronicity, though to other insects, invisibility. 8 eyes, 8 legs, 8, the symbol of infinity. 8 plus 8, my born date, the same tranquility. Babylon, the great mystery. I saw the spider form an enneagram, a wheel with inside of a wheel from the pineal gland. Upon each strand was a wavy cross that emanated a radiant energy that captured the moth. It flew into its soft. The spider wrapped it like a cloth, bit his venom in him, then turned him to a broth. Sucked his juices, the web then loosens and cut him off. The spider. Winter's near, spinning spheres, packed in a double tetrahedral geometric array. The Darwin's bark spider weaved his arch higher in the cool of the day, then collected his prey. Web tunnels and funnels into round burrows like underground railroads. The Brazilian wandering spider lays his eggs. The wolf spider on a rock to sunbathe. One hung from a cave from one leg. Web spun in a cafe. Monday. The jumping spider and the peacock spider dancing romantic for a mate, while the diving bell spider swimming to his bubble deep beneath the lake. The golden orb is so strong that the people of New Guinea use it for fishing nets. Watch it glisten when wet. It's like pearls on the neck of a forest girl in a dress. The daddy long legs crawls down my memories till the song fades. The cobs is my pillow. The willow, I'm smelling salted caramel and cooked apple notes. The spider web catches a ghost.